And we should be live.
What are you doing?
I feel like at any moment my voice is just going to give out completely. So, fair warning.
Awesome. Gotcha.
At least it's not raining.
Like
At any moment my
tomorrow.
voice is just going to give out completely.
Perfection.
Uh-oh, caller
Fair
2
warning.
Awesome.
radio.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's Mixer again. Weird. There we go.
We are live on Twitch.
All right.
I say that because I'm looking at a Honda Civic advert.
By the brand new Honda Civic. Comes with keys.
All proceeds from this ad go towards Twitch.
Yeah. God, I wish it went towards us. Buy a new Honda Civic and we get $2.
Really?
Can you see him on stream now? Or just
Yes.
the cat between.
Yeah, it's like my...
No, don't look right in the camera, Sherlock. That's bad.
You just want affection, don't you? You're in a lovey-dovey mood. You want rubs? Watch his little paws go crazy.
Oh, yeah. Get those spready paws. Oh, man.
I should probably change the color of the thing I put on this chair based on the fact that it's actually whitening out my name.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
So it's okay. It's fine as it is. I'll just change this to like a fucking black thing, and then eventually, when Sherlock lies on it enough, it'll be white again.
That's true. Then you know it's time for... It's like the little blue stripe in your toothbrush.
What? Yeah.
Hello to everyone in chat. I'm going to get started here in just a moment. Probably a short episode, because it's a short game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Get in there.
This is the thing he does where he's like, "Oh, that's the good spot. Let me lick you. Oh, that's a good spot. Let me lick you. Oh, this is a good spot. Let me lick you."
Oh, Sherlock. So, Newsom, were your dogs destroying something in the other room, or were they just playing?
No, I don't know what I heard, because it turned out they were outside, and I forgot they were outside, and it's very cold, so I let them back in.
Well, that's a happy accident then.
What you heard was probably the door in the process of getting destroyed.
Possibly. Well, they don't really jump up on the door.
Nice.
We have, like, they're mostly well-behaved dogs. They just have certain fits of things. And lately, like, it's been so cold, we've left them inside so much. Like, more random things have been happening.
You get a little stir crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too. It's been raining here it just rained for like the last 4 days straight. I think everyone's going a little crazy in here.
Yeah, we had snow again, so fun.
Forever.
Yeah.
Just
No, don't abandon me just because she's moving around.
Look, I hear someone, I gotta go.
No, you get to stay here. It's too tall. He doesn't like the idea of jumping down off it. Asshole. You can tell who's the mommy's boy.
Not Sherlock at all, that's for sure.
No. Literally, Jess just walked past. And he's like, "I hear mommy."
Gotta go. Okay. You gents ready to kick this thing off?
Yep.
Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1. It's the third Saturday of the month, so let's talk Game Club. I'm your host, Boston. Joining me as always is Moonpier.
Hello.
And Musum.
Hey.
Let's just break down all the deets about this game before we get into what we thought about it. Game came out August 31st, 2017. This is last day of June, if I haven't mentioned.
I was just going to say, by the way.
Last day of June. This is last day of June. Published by 505 Games and developed by Ovo Sonico, which is a really great studio name. Came out on PC, PS4, and Switch. Time travel, Metacritic 78, OpenCritic 73. So pretty well aligned there.
Yeah.
Peers for the release date, Everybody's Golf. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which if you haven't played that yet, go play it. It's great. Yakuza Kiwami and Life is Strange Before the Storm Episode 1.
Gee, I wonder what stole all of the limelight.
Yes. Top of the pile, middle of the pack, or Overlooked. I'm going to vote for Overlooked.
Yeah.
Think I'm probably gonna go with middle because I do remember hearing a lot of people talking about this, specifically because its main protagonist is in a wheelchair.
Sure.
I did hear a lot of positive representation of the disabled in regards to this game.
Okay.
I didn't hear
sense.
a lot of like reviews and stuff like that. It was mostly like, hey, look, somebody's taking a different slant on games, and look, the main character is in a wheelchair.
Yeah, the only reason I knew about this game was we got a press release with a key attached to it, and I watched the trailer and I went, boy, that looks really weird. I kind of dig it. I'll play Last Day of June.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That actually the same. I'm the same exact situation with the carousel. They sent us a couple keys, and Jake was good and played through it, and I played it for like an hour back then. But,
Didn't hit you at the right time.
yeah.
Well, this month was the right time for the Last Day of June, so let's get into what we liked and what we didn't like. Who wants to go first?
Well, we're gonna start with what we didn't like.
Sure, yeah. It's the floor is yours.
But let's talk about how this is just tropey as all kinds of hell, which
Sure.
I mean to say within the first 2 minutes of starting the game, because I streamed my entire playthrough, 2 streams. My immediate thing was, they better not up me.
Yes, the first couple of minutes of Up are first couple minutes of this game, sure.
And lo and behold, they upped you immediately. That's my main thing, is the story is very rote. It's something that's been done over and over and over again.
Sure.
There are some minor twists in it, which I actually do like.
I was about to say the ending surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was actually really amazing, but the fact that it's like very, very tropish in the actual start to the middle of it was very annoying to me.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, the art style is fantastic. It looks beautiful. It made me dizzy.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Certain points while playing the game, like I love that, like the watercolor style. I think it's watercolor style artwork they've got. Like I think it looks amazing, but certain camera movements and certain motion just kind of made me go a little bit cross-eyed, and it was like, it's great style, it's amazing, it looks beautiful. Physically, it's like Boston playing Kingdom Hearts.
I was just gonna say, it's me playing Kingdom Hearts 3 where I turn the camera weird once and I go, whoop. Okay, wait, hold on.
Yep, it's like, wait, am I on the wall? No, I'm not on the wall, I'm still on the ground. Okay, we're all good.
Yeah, I think the art style for me was one of the things that, I just talked about watching the trailer. And my first thought, again, was, boy, this looks really weird. And then like 2 minutes later, sort of like, all right, yeah, but I really dig it. No one has eyes. Everyone has very big heads and very tiny bodies. And I think it works so well because they convey so many emotions through just the voice acting, which isn't, I mean,
There's
almost,
no voice. The Simlish.
Yeah, it's almost like Simlish or like what Hollow Knight does. It's not really a language, but the amount of stuff, the third or fourth time you come out of a painting and the main character is stomping his hands on the couch because he's still in a wheelchair, like there's so much emotion that they convey through that without any, there's no eyebrows, there's no eyes, there's no facial features, but they do a really great job of communicating that.
Yeah,
the animation in the game was fantastic. I thought
that was literally was my next point, because within the first 5 minutes of the game, the first time you meet the lady who gives the tin opener back, it's like she likes him, and that's in one scene with one little bit of animation. It's like she is interested in him.
Yep.
And you know that just from the purity of the animation and the slight hesitations they do. It's like, okay, they've just conveyed an entire world of emotion in the smallest little animation. Like, it's ridiculous. Like Musum said, like the animation is just unbelievably good.
My main complaint in the game is probably honestly, it probably goes hand in hand with something I like the main mechanic in the game, going back and forth between these different people's memories and opening certain areas so some character can go back there and whatnot, and then leaving. Like, I enjoyed how they abbreviated certain sections of that.
Yes.
But I also wish they had included a skip button, because every time you end the scene, you have a good 20-second deal, however abbreviated it is, of still how this character dies now.
Oh, right. Like, it's always the clock ringing and the car crashing, and yeah, that's true.
It's like, just let me hit the space bar, skip it, and go forward. Especially like if you're going after the collectibles and you're like, oh crap, I need to leave that thing open so the kid can get through it. And I still missed a collectible too, which was annoying. I got like 19 out of 20.
Oh man. I think if anyone hasn't played the game, that almost sounds like it wouldn't be a usual complaint, where it's like, okay, it's like 20 seconds, but the game is like 2 hours or 3 hours long max, so it's not 20 to 30 seconds here when you're hopping between paintings or memories or whatever can really start to add up.
Yeah, it's when you know exactly what you need to do. I mean, the rope is a good one. Like, when you get that second rope, you get that section open, you've got to go through 3 timelines to open that section, then open the right section, and then fix it, kind of thing.
Right.
And during that whole process, there's probably like 5 minutes of starting someone's timeline, you know, the animation to start it, you know, go into the new area, whatever, and then the animation for the end of the timeline. It's like, I've seen the kid with the ball fall out the window like 15 times now.
That guy shoot, and you know, kid laughs and the window, and
yeah.
Oh man, the biggest. I swear the game psyched you out. Like, they purposely psyched us out whenever they did the hunter again, because you go to the hunter the second time or the third time, wherever it was, where you'd already unlocked that other section, and then like you're there, you have the dog, and you see the bird in your tree, and you're like, oh no, please don't make me figure out this stupid puzzle again. And they make you just do it one time, and then they teleport you over to the other thing.
Goodness.
That was. I did not enjoy that puzzle. That's another complaint.
The bird in the tree puzzle. Yeah.
Yes.
That one. That was probably the only puzzle that I didn't really like. There was the one near the end where, like, the painting world is falling apart. You're playing as the older guy with the
present.
Yeah, he's carrying around the present. That felt okay because you're redoing this short puzzle over and over again for the game to show you how this world is crumbling faster and faster. I felt like that one was okay, but yeah, that bird in the tree one was sort of like, all right, I got him this time. Nope, he flew off to the entire other side of the map. That's I'm pretty done with this.
It's I do want to mention I did really like the soundtrack, and I looked up to see who did it. I'd never heard of the guy, Steven Wilson, and then I read his Wikipedia page. I'm like, oh wait, I am familiar with this guy's work. He's the main guy behind the late '80s, early '90s alternative rock band, the Porcupine Tree.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
I love Porcupine Tree. That's crazy.
Like, a surprisingly famous dude. Like, I was like, no, this has to be a different Steven Wilson. Unlucky for that indie developer. And the more I looked into it, the more I'm like, okay, so Steven Wilson's done a bunch of indie albums.
Right.
Evidently, like, I don't know the backstory behind it, but like, he made a post on his website about it, and it sounded to me from that post that the main dev for Last Day of June was just a fan of this guy's, said, hey, can you do a soundtrack? I really like these tracks. Can you do something like that? And evidently, Steven Wilson just modified all those tracks for this.
That's cool.
So they're all like weird instrumental hodgepodge adapted versions of it. Like, I knew it was special. Like, I think it was 3/4 of the way through, I started hearing like this very distinct chord change that was switching keys a lot. And I'm like, this is a little bit more advanced than I'd expect from...
Right.
I mean, not that I can, like I could say that much about it. I can't say anything more than that, so I don't think I'm trying to compliment myself there. But it was just surprising, and then find out, oh wait, this guy's like really into prog rock,
right,
and has a musical career, and that explains all of it. But. Right.
Yeah, the soundtrack is really great. I think that's one of the. I think to me the style is a real standout. I think the soundtrack is a real standout, and that ending, like that last ending shot with them on the dock, is sort of like all right, that was pretty good. Like that's a nice bow on top of this whole thing.
Yeah, this is a very depressing game.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, spoiler alert, it's all about the futility of trying to change things. And then the one change that gets made that makes the biggest difference is obviously switching places kind of thing, which I didn't even realize until I literally got into the car on that side of the vehicle.
I didn't either.
Oh, he's switching places so he dies.
Yeah, he's just sacrificing himself, yeah. And that's like
oh, sorry.
It has that heartbreaking scene where he keeps like reaching out to her to like try and say something when they're in the car, and he can't. It's just like, oh no.
Yeah,
I fully expected it to still be her. I guess we're spoiling it at this point.
No, it's okay. I mean, that's part of the episode.
Yeah, I fully expected it to still be her. Like even when he got in on the passenger side, I was like,
oh sure.
And then afterwards, like you see him walking towards her, and I think she's in color and he's in black and white or something like that, and I'm like, oh wow, they actually did that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I had a strange emotion at the end of this game, and I haven't decided if I'm just a terrible person for feeling it or not. But like, they got to it, and I was kind of mad at the guy. I was like, okay, I get like to him, he's sacrificing his life to help the wife out and have his kid, and I think that's noble. But at the same time, like you see that thing of her on the dock being sad, and you're like, I mean, now you just brought her back to be sad, like to a degree.
Well, I think part of the final shot, I think, was, to how I read it, was she's not really that sad because she has this kid along with her, and I think she's still sad that her husband passed away, but she has this other person in her life too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was talking about when I talk about the game being the story being a little tropish, is dude loses wife, time travel kind of thing to try and fix it. The things that this game does fantastically is it doesn't let you fix it for the longest time. And I don't know what you guys played on. I played on the PC, but they do an amazing job, specifically on Steam, with the achievement names. I don't know if it's the same on the PlayStation, but the achievement names are things like, you thought you could change this?
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing matters. That's not going to work. Why won't this work? And it's like this constant thing of no matter what you do, you're not going to change this outcome. My biggest thing when it got to the point where he switches sides with her was, are you really about to put her in a wheelchair while she's pregnant?
Oh, sure. Right.
That's the only bit that didn't make any sense for me, is if it's the exact same outcome every time, except for who's in what seat.
Right. Going a little too dark.
Yeah, why is she not kind of in a wheelchair at that point?
Right. Yeah, maybe that might be too dark for last day of June.
Probably, yes. I did love the turnaround on the book, though, when you find out that her name is June.
Yes.
Like, that's a really great moment when he finds that sketchbook, which has got all of the outcomes. And you kind of realize that this is also her trying to make the changes, because it's her doing the voiceover while the world is breaking apart. It's her voice that's making like the panic sounds and then scribbling out the paintings. Yeah. So it's like, did she know this was coming and painted all these paintings to try and change the outcome? Right. And he's going through what she's already experienced, but then he comes up with the only alternative ending kind of thing. Travel. It's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed this game. I think it's one of those cool, indie story focused games that's 2 or 3 hours long. You can sort of blow through it in one sitting. It's none of the puzzles are super hard, but it feels good. Opening one pathway for another character to get in to go do something else. That always felt pretty good. The transition gripes we had aside, but I don't know. I still enjoy this game. There's something about it that really clicks with me, and I think I don't think we always get these types of games in gaming. And it's kind of nice to see something this strong and something that never overstays its welcome.
Yeah. I like that also. you guys beat it in like 3 hours, and so did I. Like,
right on par.
wasn't double time or 90% time.
Right.
No,
Whoop, go on.
I don't know. I mean, at the end of my stream yesterday, I flat out came out and said that I am torn on this game because there's so much about it that's so good. But in 2019, I don't know if I need a horribly depressing game.
Sure.
Kind of thing. Like, this is very much the Sunless Seas kind of thing with we roguelike it, where it's like, I've had a rough couple of weeks, and playing this game, I was like, yeah, okay, let's just get even more horribly depressed kind of thing. I mean, overall, I enjoyed the game. Like, it's fun. It's fun to play. It's fun to try and figure out the responses. Like, it's fun to figure out what butterfly effect is going to change what thing and what will allow the other people to do stuff. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know if I need this right now.
Right. Well, on that note, let's talk about our next game, another depressing short game, which is Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
Great!
A game I have not played, shockingly, but I've heard nothing but good things about it in the seeming decade since it came out. This came out on Android, iOS, PC, PS3, PS4, 360, Xbox One, and Windows Phone. So you probably own one of those, and you probably already own Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons.
I own it twice.
Yeah, I think I own a physical copy of it on PS4 because I think it was like $5. It's like, all right, well, come on in the collection. Why not? But thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Short game, so short episode this time, but we appreciate you listening, and we'll see you all next month.
Bye. 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 Bye.
And thanks, everyone, for watching the live stream. Bye.
Bye.